I'll just take a little piece of this. Oh, this is really good. That one's amazing. Hi, my name is Karina. Today we're going to explore 3 ways in which you can use your overgrown Scoby. So when we make kombucha several times, the Scoby tends to grow, and we can actually eat the Scoby. So I'm going to demonstrate 3 of the several ways in which we can consume the Scoby. First, we're going to be making pineapple and ginger candy. For that, we're going to be using a pineapple and a little bit of ginger, and you have the option to also add a little bit of coconut sugar if you like. So first we're going to chop up the pineapple and we're going to put it through the juicer with a little bit of ginger. Then we're going to chop up the Scoby and we're going to let it soak. So we have our pineapple and ginger juice here, and now it's time to go fetch that Scoby out and chop it up. So it might seem a little bit gross, but you just have to stick your hand into the kombucha and scoop it out. You might not quite get it the first time around. This one is so big, it's really challenging to get out. Okay, let me see what else is in there. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm going to start slicing. Bite-sized little pieces, not too big, not too small. That's our Scoby all nicely chopped up. And what we're going to do from here, you can either add some coconut sugar or you don't need to. I'm not going to add any. Because I think the pineapple is pretty sweet as it is, and then when we dehydrate it, it's going to become a little bit sweeter. So we're just going to pour this into the bowl. Give it a little stir. You don't have to use your hands if you don't want to. And we're just going to cover this up and leave it overnight. For the second recipe, all we need is some cherries. I bought them frozen and allowed them to defrost, and a little bit of coconut sugar. And that's it, and a blender. I'm using a Vitamix today. You can use any blender though. We're just going to put the cherries into the blender with the juices of the cherries. Yummy. And a little bit of coconut sugar. You can put coconut sugar to taste. It doesn't really matter how much you put. You don't have to put coconut sugar. The coconut sugar is just to make it a little bit sweeter. So you don't need to add any water at all. It's just the cherries, the juices from the frozen cherries, and that's it. A little bit of coconut sugar if you like.
delicious.
So it's the same process again. We're going to cut up the Scoby. Oops. Once you have all of your little Scoby pieces nicely chopped up, then we can place the cherry sauce into the bowl, cover it all up nicely. And again, just give it a little bit of a mix. We'll just take another hand towel and we just cover it up. And put it to a side, leave it overnight. Recipe number 3 is Scoby jerky. We'll be making a marinade for the jerky. It's more of a savory one, this one. I'm going to be using the leftovers from the cherry blend for this one. There's no need to throw it away, but you don't have to do this. So you can make the Scoby jerky on its own without having made the sweet versions beforehand. So you can play around with quantities. But we're going to be using some apple cider vinegar, some tamari, so that's gluten-free soy sauce, you can use soy sauce, maple syrup, which I don't have, so I'm using carob fruit syrup at the moment, but maple syrup would be a good option, some cumin, some smoked paprika, and a little bit of chipotle, which I got at Pipoca in Brixton. I think I'll put some miso in it actually as well. We're also going to add a little bit of miso paste. I've got the dark one, which is nice and flavoursome. I'm going to take about maybe a massive scoop here of miso. We want it to be quite smoky, so we're going to put just over 1 teaspoon of chipotle. Same with the smoked paprika, maybe just over a teaspoon. You can always add a little bit more. So this is definitely depending on your taste, if you like it more smoky or less smoky. It also depends on how much Scoby you have as well. You want to make enough sauce to really soak up the Scoby. Cumin, we like to add quite a bit of that, maybe another teaspoon and a half, or maybe even 2 teaspoons. And then just a tiny dash of apple cider vinegar, not too much, and some tamari. Maple syrup, I'm just cheating here with carob syrup, but use maple. Or you can use, maybe you can mix coconut sugar with maple. I just put quite a bit in there. Also, this depends on your own taste. You probably want to blend it first and then have a little taste and see if you like it. And then adjust ingredients as needed. Again here, any blender works. You don't need to have a Vitamix, it can be any sort of blender. There we go. That is so good. That is really, really good. That is delicious. So good. Yum. I just went ahead and sliced these up. So I made them look a little bit like jerky strips. So just very finely sliced. Then we're going to take a bowl. Just going to put them in there. And then take this delicious sauce. Put it over the top, just cover it up nicely. Make sure you mix it up nicely. Use your fingers. the most delicious barbecue sauce ever. And here it is. Cover it up and leave it overnight. We have left the Scoby overnight. So let's have a little look. This is the cherry one. Cherry and coconut sugar. It's quite thick. And here we have pineapple one. This one isn't as thick. I reckon it's because this one has the fiber of the cherries in it. And then here we've got the jerky. And this one has actually thickened up quite a bit as well. And this one smells so good. Smells delicious. We're going to lay these out onto dehydrator sheets and stick them into the dehydrator. If you don't have a dehydrator, you can always use an oven and just keep it open and put it at its lowest setting. You're going to have to leave it there for quite a while though. Yes, and with the dehydrator of course as well, you have to leave it there for overnight or so. So yeah, we're just going to pour it onto the sheet. Just spread it out. The more you spread it out, the faster it's going to be ready. And after cherry, I think I'm going to go with this one because the cherry, because there's still cherry on this spoon, so we had a little bit of cherry in the blender. So this is the jerky. I'm just going to pop that on there. Now we're going to have to rinse the spoon though. We don't want jerky and pineapple. Pineapple and ginger. I'm just going to scoop this one out because this one isn't as thick. We're going to head over to the dehydrator. Of course, you can use any dehydrator. If you have one of those round dehydrators with a hole inside, you just have to work around it. We're going to turn it on. The temperature is going to be very low, so about 42 degrees, even less if you like. And 16 hours later, they're ready to eat. These are the cherry, pineapple, and the jerky.
Oh! Yes, I know.
You are red. Wait, Anna, come here.
Oh, it's running.
Sorry to get you all red.
Oh no!
Taste it! I want you to taste it, please.
No.
So it's not just
This
me.
is my worst look.
So
It's fine.
it's not that. It's just she doesn't want to try the Scoby.
No,
I do want to try it, but
Do you want to try? Do you like it, Dan?
Dan loved it.
Yeah,
you wrote this.
Do you want? Yeah, but he's going to share
I've
something.
already done my reaction.
Alright.
Yeah, and he's going to have to act it out now, you know, if he does it. Anyways.
I'll try it later.
I was too cold to try it,
Yeah, I don't
I'll
know.
hold the camera and go and try it.
but
No.
it just tastes like dried fruit. Like
Elle tried it yesterday as well.
I can't get around. I can't get the image of the dirt Scoby out of my head, like the snotty
But he
looking.
likes the taste.
you're ruining it for it.
Like I really, honestly, I tried. But I just,
It looks like
it's a bit much for me.
seaweed.
A bit sickening.
I was just like, look, you eat mushrooms and mushrooms are gross. I'm just gonna.
No, but Scoby's so slimy and it's just filled like at least mushroom. I don't know. It's just Scoby's just
Yes.
just looks filthy.
Okay, camera up. Anna, cherry flavour.
Oh my lord! Yes, Anna.
Oh, it's like a fruit roll up.
It's nice, isn't it? I prefer Dan's reaction.
It's hard to.
You want to just pop it in your mouth and chew it up.
Okay.
Now think of that. Think of that fresh Scoby in the kombucha bottle, all swizzling around. That doesn't turn you on.
On me actually.
Really?
Yeah.
That's just, yeah.
It's
It's really tasty.
yeah, that's good.
Try pineapple and ginger.
Okay.
That's really good, isn't it?
How did you make a pineapple?
So I juiced the pineapple in a juicer with the ginger, and then I put it in a bowl, chopped up the Scoby, put it in the bowl, covered it up, left it overnight, and then dehydrated.
Amazing. It's really good.
That's the reaction I was looking for.
You should do savory one.
Yeah, I've got
Oh, you
jerky.
have savory one?
Yeah.
If I see any bits floating around, I don't drink them.
Those
I
are the
don't-
best bits.
Nah. I just leave them. I don't drink them.
So you'll drink the thing it's been marinating in.
Yeah, I don't mind. If I don't physically have to, yeah. If I don't have to feel it going down my throat, then that's fine.
Have you ever eaten an oyster?
I love oysters. Yeah, I know that's weird. But
It just doesn't make any sense.
no, it does, because oysters, they're just from the sea and they live in a shell. Like, it's not.
Yeah, but this is
Huh?
healthier than oysters.
Tortillas.
Exactly.
what?
Exactly.
But for what, though?
They eat the poo coming out of the sewage.
Yeah.
Like
Look, fair enough, but I do like
the world's
oysters.
population of poo, you know, everybody's poo is going into these oysters, and you love them. I'll just take a little piece of this. Mmm. Oh, this is really good. That one's amazing.
That's good.
Mmm. Yeah, I think the jerky is my favourite.
Oh, it's like sawing a dog's leg off.
When was the last time you did that exactly?
You need to try the jerky.
It's a peep show expression.
Alright.